leave it the way I gave you. Because you have added plus 7 over 2 squared to get this, you have to subtract what you have just added so that you have exactly what I gave you. And these are the things we'll put into practice when we look at a question. So this is an example, and this is usually the way it comes out in exams. Write 3x squared minus 12x plus 22 in the form a into x plus b squared plus c. So you're told to write this quadratic in this form. Remember I told you that writing it in this form gives you a number of advantages. Turning point, roots of the solution, and it lets you know whether it's been translated to the right, to the left, up, down, or it has been magnified, or you can call it rotated. So in order to solve this, you're going to try to write it in this form. And what does this form tell you? Factorize and separate the constants. So I'm going to start by separating the constant 22. So I'll put that far away so I know that it's intact. No one is going to touch it. Now we need to factorize. So the first thing, like I said, take the constant term to the right, leave it there. Now we want to factorize something to look like this. What is common to this? Because what we are trying to do, in fact, you don't need to worry about what's common. We just want to make sure that x squared is standing alone and there is no coefficient to it. So 3 has to go out. It doesn't matter whether 3 is common to these two or not. For instance, if this were 7, 3 still has to go. So it becomes 3 into bracket x squared minus something x, right? Plus 22. Now this something will be whatever is here divided by 3. 12 over 3. And in this case, 12 over 3 is 4. But if what you had there was 7, for instance, you had 3x squared minus 7x plus 22. I'm still going to take 3 out because I've said I don't want anything in front of x anymore. So it's going to be 3 out minus something x plus 22. Now this something x is going to be 7 over 3 because we want to make sure this is still the same as that. And now you've got a problem that looks like the one I gave you. You want to complete this square. So here you want to complete this square. Remember, you still have your plus 22 there. You've got 3 outside this bracket. 3 is still outside this bracket. You've still got your plus 22 here. X squared minus 4x. Let's complete this square. So go ahead and complete this square. What is the missing term? This is like saying that, it's like saying x squared minus 2 times 2x, right? So there should be a plus a squared here. And your a is minus 2. Because this is x squared minus 2 times 2x. So your a is minus 2. Minus 2 squared, 4. Or let's just write 2 squared. So the missing link is 2 squared. A squared, 2 squared. Now that is what we're going to add to this. Plus 2 squared. Because we have added plus 2 squared, we're almost changing the question. So we have to subtract that 2 squared again. Now all this happened within this bracket. If I had left plus 2 squared there, then I've changed the question. So I have to subtract it again so that I don't change the question. But these two guys are inside the bracket. Now what you need to do is to take out this constant which you actually didn't need, but you just had to add it for safety's sake to balance the problem. Now we don't really need it because it's not helping us to complete the square actually. So take it out of the bracket, but remember that it is within the bracket and there's a 3 waiting to multiply it. So if you're taking this out of the bracket, you have to multiply it by 3 when it gets out of the bracket. Most students fail to remember that what is outside the bracket is actually waiting to multiply this. So they take it out as minus 4.